Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Blue Devils will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. They'll try it over the left side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
On the move, it's Morton.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
Let's go! Tuna!
From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's hunt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the returner will be brought down. This crowd, full throat, splitting going to be a long day. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snags it over the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Blue Devils are on the move. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. This is a designed run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
South Carolina, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback will audible. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to play the type of pushing passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
points. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happened.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
Here we go.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Fighting off the defender. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Trying to get behind the defense. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to man it in and out. It's just going to pass the game.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. The 50. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. You're Eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 14 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now 2nd and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick.
And the pass is intercepted. At the 35, he's got room. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you've got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's coming out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Duke. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45, on his way. Oh, look out. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? The give to the back. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Now on the option. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the middle. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They take the lead with the 6.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play. And do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play.
Black 24. Black 24. 8-4.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on second down. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nor the quarterback can throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now on this drive.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, I think this running back has proven this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Big fullback's got it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
How do
you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Open runway ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable, try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. He's taking a deep shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback will keep it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Fourth and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Trying to punch it in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game,